Alright, so I'm back here and trying this again a second time because, yeah, the first time my computer, without warning, just ran out of power. Which unfortunately means it's probably going to go more slowly now, which means worse frame rates for you guys, so I apologise. But anyway, I'm over here because, basically I'm in the mood for vibing. And I know there are some people around here who are fighting some things. I figured I might as well join in. So yeah, in the immortal words of Mario, let's go. Armor be nice. Guess I can pick some up from over here. Don't even know if the people are still around. May also join the voice call. Well, I don't see anyone. So let's... I have absolutely no idea how to record being in a voice call with people. Though, it's the only issue. I've never worked out a good way of... Well, no, that's not true. My issue is when it's just like a random voice. Like if it's people and we've all agreed we're going to be working together for a video or something, then it's fine. But if it's just people who have no idea that I'm recording, I always feel a little bit bad. Cool. We're now a team, and this should be free for all, because I know they were teamed before. So yeah, I'm just here to vibe and help people. I think is the grand total of the plan. And I'm not liking that. Like that. It's painful. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Oh, this is bad. Let's not die. Well, that was a not brilliant play from me. When I said I'd be helping other people, that may not have been what would end up happening. Really? You're going for me right away? You literally just knocked me off the platform. You know I'm not a threat. Let's imagination up. Yeah, this is why always going to prefer this guy. Hello. We've just us now. Let's not get knocked off. Or let's get knocked off. That also works. Hopefully, my new friend made it back in time. Because, wow, I am like anti-carrying here. It's fine. Let's just keep moving. What about to get me through that? There we are. Let's just... I'm just going to keep dodging and then get a summon down. Just to buy us a little bit of extra time. And of course my summon's going to just walk up and attack. That's a triple, that's a not triple, 4. But, regardless, it's... Oh, okay, quick build. Hoping this guy's got enough imagination, looks like it. There we are. That was just incredibly badly scuffed. I'm disappointed in myself and in all of you lot for watching. That was actually terrible. Oh, but of course, whilst I'm here, it's just good. No one's added that in yet. I'm going to be really sad when someone actually adds in the model for this. I know various people have added in the models at different points in time, but that model not being there is one of the best things in the game, so no. Please don't. I like it not being there. Cool. Well, might as well fight an 8 whilst we're waiting for the next thing. Hey there. Actually, maybe this is the sort of enemy to use a... It's just... Maybe this is the sort of enemy that I do want to be using the wormholer for. It's the only thing I'm thinking. And there we are. Nice and easy. Oh, now I've got stuff to sell, and I got another Exploring bot shirt. The classic. Yeah, might as well help this boss before I sell stuff. Oh, wait, where was it? It was over there. I'm really bad. Hello. Single attack. Drop this. Really? Okay. GG, I guess. Yeah. That's why I love Valiant, because you get that free AoE. I don't know if it technically counts as AoE, but I mean, it basically... I don't know if people would say, oh, that's like, because it's like so small, it's a different term. There's a specific term for it, but it's basically AoE. And my strats for this whole thing still center around fighting single-player dragons. Oh, look at that teamwork! I got a little bit of a charge up from Radosha. Amazing. Cool. Well, I'm head over here to sell some stuff. Probably won't manage it before stuff despawns, but all the remaining stuff there was one Knotwork shield. I guess I do need money. I've been spending a lot of money recently. Oh, a rush forward item. I've still yet to find any actual use for rush forwards. Oh, I'm really low. I'm just low on space. Because all of the rest of this stuff is actually intentionally in my inventory. Like, I should not get rid of that. That's something I'm excited to do in a bit. I can't sell that. The person who was buying these was later found to be duping items to get all their money. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to sell that to anyone. So I might as well get rid of those. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff I should get rid of. Let's first off do all of this. Don't have any more. I might have one extra stack. No, I don't. Okay. Cool. Really, yeah, I just need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. But I have yet to do so, as is incredibly obvious by the amount of stuff I have. Yeah, I need to... I could just, you know, use the use various packs and consumables that I have, as I have lots of them that I will never use. Well, yeah, I should sell them. Yeah, that's good enough. What I? Okay, no, let's. I was not thinking the words that were coming out of my mouth. I was thinking of these. I should either move those to my vault or open them, just to save inventory space. I do like having them for the, I don't know, clout. I'm aware there's literally no clout associated with this particular thing, but shut up. Don't call me out on it. Nice and easy. Simple attack. This is always that's a little risky, but can make it. Don't know where the others are, but well, I do actually though. On the other side. Oof, that's gonna hurt. Okay, I've got where am I? A couple of seconds before my thing dies because I was. Go wait. I probably won't make it in time. My thing's still alive. It is the real MVP of this fight. Nah, that didn't. It's still the real MVP of this fight. It lasted longer than I did. Yeah. That timing was dubious. Okay. That wasn't how I expected to manage to avoid those, but that works. I mean, that wasn't how I expected to, largely because I did absolutely nothing to avoid that first one. But aside from jump, I didn't move back. I didn't play it all intelligently. Sure that I actually have some armor. Maybe I do want to go with the wormholer. Ouch. Just because, you know, range... It's not as high DPS, but range is nice. That means I have to be a lot less conservative with how I fight this. And there we are. 2 people just makes this so much faster. So, like, it's... Okay. That was the thing that happened. Yeah, it's significantly better than a linear speed up. Just because, like, that... Well, okay, looks like we're fighting at the very end. I mean, it was a decision I made not to not to equip any items whatsoever for that. It's my bad choice. Well, not equip any items, I mean not get any health back. It's kind of on me. Fighting with stuff's nowhere near as much fun as fighting without stuff, though. Love just also the amount of imagination this gives is so helpful. Yeah, doubly bad as it happens. Yeah, boink. Oh! That is a new rare item that's been added to this server. And I am one of the very, very few people who have it. I'm really tempted just to sell it. Just because I think it'll be hilarious if I know the number of people who want that. I'm so, so tempted to sell it. And when I say sell it, I mean just sell it to the vendor rather than sell it to anyone, because that would go for a lot of coins. I'm kind of also though tempted to equip it. Because yeah, it was added. It was added as a rare crux drop and is one of the rarest things in the game, and it's also the one of the highest DPS weapons in the game. Ah, yes, the Laminar voice. I'm just gonna gloat that. I'm just gonna gloat at this quickly. Let me get a screenshot. There we are. Do I hop into the? I'm just not. I'm very uncomfortable with doing. Are they still in Crookspan? Yeah, I'm kind of quite uncomfortable with doing stuff that I put on the channel with people I've never interacted with before. I've done it a couple of times in the past, and it always just feels like a little bit of a risk. Or rather, I've interacted with both of these people, but like never spoken to in a voice call. It's just like, I don't know. I know my standards for putting out content are fairly low, but I do have some, and one is that and yeah, just, I don't know. One is that I'd like it to kind of be a somewhat nice interaction when I post. And sorry, not that I think anyone's like not going to be nice or anything like that, but like people who we like in bounce off one another well is like the closest I can think to phrasing it. Ouch. As in, like, I can really enjoy hanging out with someone, but know that it's going to make, like, an utterly terrible viewing experience. So if I jump back there, yeah, we get another single attack, and after that, use that. Can remain high on health. For a short while. Ooh, should I heal up a little bit? Oh my. Yeah, that was a That was an interesting little bit of gameplay. Put my on. Keeping an eye on battery, because when the battery gets high enough, when I get charged up high enough again, then I can... Where would I change to that? When the battery gets up high enough, then I can unplug this, and that might speed things up a little bit, because my computer limits CPU usage whilst I am charging. Okay, didn't intend to use that, but I wonder how much damage that does. 8. Ironic how that nearly actually knocks me back into the air. Yeah. But yeah, basically it's just, yeah, if I'm gonna record something with someone I want to know, I want to be aware in advance of how I interact with them and how good or how enjoyable that would be to watch. So hence I'm being incredibly rude right now and making excuses for it. I'm amazed that respawned so quickly. Or despawned, I guess. More to the point. Oh, wait a second. Someone's looking for exploring bot. Oh, I think I just sold the shirt. I could probably get it back, actually. Let's see. Um, let's just buy the shirt back. And then we can give that to them if they want it. Cool. Or if that's a piece they don't have. What do I want to go for then? Guess I can take a look around, see if there are any named enemies. That's always a good thing to do whilst we're on Crux Prime. Also, especially with this being a little bit laggy, I'm not confident I can take out a... Wait a second. Oh my! Oh, this is hype. This is hype. Ape AI has finally been fixed. Which means that I can actually go and start... I can start bat and infestation attempts on this server. That's really good, because being able to start bat and infestation attempts on this server, the server I was previously doing it on didn't have AI. The nav meshes put in for the AI. And AI makes it, and that means that enemies were like able to fly, etc. AI just makes my life a million times easier when doing bat and infestation. So I may well start bat and infestation attempts soon on this server if this has now been implemented, because this AI is a huge change. Because essentially, Rue Morgue would have taken me absolutely ages. Rue Morgue, King of Hell. King of Hell would have taken me absolutely ages, and that would not have been fun to even attempt. Whereas, with better AI, suddenly looking very possible. Oh, that's really exciting. The only other thing I'd have to think about is that, of course, well, it would be a fairly any run would be a fairly serious commitment, because whilst I know I can probably beat it, it still costs a lot of money to buy all of the healing items that I would need for it. No, that in and of itself isn't too much of a problem. Like, I don't know. It's just it's the fact that, like, a run. So my best run ever got to round 19, and I had to stop there because of a bug. I should say that's 19 out of. I don't know. Yeah, it's out of, like, probably. It was in, like, the final section. It's how I think the total number of rounds. It's somewhere around 28. I don't remember exactly where. But yeah, that round was to the point where, honestly, aside from one new enemy type that would appear, I'm fairly confident I could just keep doing exactly the same thing and be perfectly fine. Why have you... Yeah, whatever. Server didn't agree that I'd smashed it. Don't know why I'm going around firing these things. It's boring. Amazed I made that with the lag. Why am I going up this way? Absolutely no idea, but here I am. So if I recall correctly, you could, on properties in live, obviously not now, because no behaviors, but you could add, I'm fairly certain you could add a behavior that would let you rebuild something. You could definitely make, I know for a fact you can make stuff smashable. I don't recall if you could make something rebuildable, or if it just naturally respawned or something like that. But I feel I wonder how it handled it, because I know lots of quick builds in LU don't. They, as you build them, they, like, pieces actually appear, like, especially Crux Prime. Like, they will be. If you stop partway through, I mean, you saw me do it a minute ago. If you stop partway through, it's not. It's like, it doesn't wait until I finished building to spawn all the pieces in. It will have some of them there already. Mean. Okay, so let's do a once over Crux Prime to find named enemies. Let's go. Nah, I can't just do a once over. Let's do a murder spree, I guess. The most accurate way of putting what I do here. There we are. Ouch. That's why you don't stand too close to Maelstrom Horseman. And that one poor guy whose AI I've broken. Okay, that's... How short a time is it that I have to press it? Like, I'm barely holding to get that to happen. Which, like, is nice in a way, but it is less control. I don't like the fact that I might accidentally use that. Because it does stun you for a second. So like, it's cool, but it's not without its downsides. But yeah, I'm very excited because I don't, it probably will have come out by the time this video comes out, but got some plans with some friends to do what should be a really fun video at some point. I basically saw there have been quite a few videos from the Super Mario Odyssey community of, well, I say from the community, no, from a limited number of people in the community who are all quite big on YouTube, doing basically a version of hide and seek on there, and it looks really good fun. And so I've got a group of people who'd be interested in doing it on LU, because I don't know, we'll see how it works. So I say that will hopefully have come out by the time this video comes out. It may well not have done, just because as it is, we haven't really trialed it. I don't know how well the format works. I feel like there are fewer nooks and crannies in LU. Like, there are not that many hiding spots. Obviously, I can get out of bounds in most maps, but that's a little bit... Certainly, I think, like, anything involving spring shoes is going to be a heck no from me. That would feel quite unfair. Especially given... I'm just going to throw out there, each one of these is... Not each one of those. Each one of these is 1,000 coins. I was up to, I think my max was like 197 of them. So I have spent well over 100,000 coins on spring shoes now on this account. And I don't even have any plans for them, which is the funny part. Oh, I so nearly hit 5 to use the big one there, which wouldn't have used the big one. Just used spring shoes, which would have wasted 1,000 coins. Yes, but seriously, I've said in the past that I would pay like 200,000 coins for an everlasting spring shoes. This is evidence that I would, because I am. If someone adds everlasting spring shoes to the game, I don't care how expensive they are, I probably will get them. Okay, there is a slight element of within reason there, but like, I would happily pay the price of a Valiant for everlasting spring shoes. I'd probably fairly happily pay double the price of a Valiant for everlasting spring shoes. So just saying, if anyone wants to add those in, you will have a market. And there we are again with the random ninja accidentally held for like half a second too long, and therefore did the 8 damage charge up rather than the normal attack. Oh, wait a second, I need to try something. I just had a thought. Which I know is rare for me. Dragons. That attack that knocks you upwards. I wonder. Okay, it's annoying. I'm gonna have to relog quickly if I want to test this out. Absolutely no idea how this is going to behave, but it's an interesting thing to take a look at any rate. Yeah, I am maxing out CPU, so at some point I should take a look at the settings I'm using for recording videos, because if I recall correctly, I am using probably higher settings than I need to. I turned them miles high for one physics video I did, and then just I don't think ever turned them down afterwards. So I just think these are still in like 1080p. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so let's give this a go. A little bit of AI manipulation just to get this guy doing what I want. Okay. Okay, cool. Now let's just jump on that. I managed to avoid all of those. And there we are. Oh, not quite actually. I definitely mistimed that a little bit. Let's try again. That's a little bit weird. Oh, hello. That's not what I anticipated happening. There. Maybe just that I've been mistiming this and I haven't managed to put it off. But why am I not ground pounding? Why is the ground pound not dealing damage? Or like, why am I not seeing it? Something weird's happening, basically. I'm not certain what. So in theory, this should be the same as every other knockback in the game. And from the point I've hit a bouncer, every other knockback in the game is to the best of my knowledge. Has shares one quirk. Oh, am I accidentally landing that? That could be what's going on. Okay. Let's imagination up. I shouldn't have actually done that because I just need this, but oh well. This works. Then let's find an admiral. This is going to be a slightly painful test, but oh well. That's why I've got this. Ooh. Let's get rid of you. And you. And you. Yeah, I'm probably going to accidentally kill the admiral with this, but who cares? It's kind of, yeah, I might not be able to pull this off. There we are, okay. So I've activated the glitch, otherwise that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, I should just try this out on a couple of other enemies. Like, for instance, you. Hello. Did I at some point think I may have hit that guy from Mosaic Jester Cap? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, let's just mistime it like that. 2 of those hits got me. A little bit unfair, but you know, we'll take it. Doesn't hurt that much. Same again. And then that one didn't hit, so you know what, I can't complain too much. It's interesting, none of those attacks are getting delayed ground pound triggering. Don't know why not. It feels like they all should be. Let's just try this again. Am I not landing the attack? I can't tell exactly what's going on. Let's try again. Oh, hello. So I've got some stuff to deal with. Right, that's a little bit weird. I could also put it down to lag. I don't know. Don't know how this works. So there are loads of things that I could potentially be changed by accident with this. Who are you aggroed onto? So it seems. Okay, so even if it's out of range, clicking on it will rotate me towards it. That's an interesting fact to be aware of. Okay, yeah, so I got it that time. Oh, hello. Why did that do absolutely no damage? I'm not going to survive that. Wow, thank you for the liberal amounts of health on all your enemies, Debs of Crux Prime. Really, really appreciate that. So that was interesting. Yeah, okay, managed that mid-air that time. Rip that one faction token. Yeah, all right. So I think I think what I should do, go through and let's just see if. I think someone might want this, so I'm not gonna sell it just yet. This may be useful for testing. The rush forward. I always feel like the rush forward has potential. I've never actually gone anywhere near a glitch with it, but I don't know. It feels one of the more interesting / possible things out there. Yeah, okay, let's clear out a ton of this stuff. Yeah, realistically, not going to use most of this ever. Tough buff's also always cool, but again, now I'm just never going to... I do need to clear out a lot of this, and there's a lot of stuff here that I will never use, so might as well get rid of. Yeah, I think I can afford to get rid of that, given I didn't know I even had it. Wow, I've got lots of... That's what you get from smashing tons of Crux enemies and never selling any of the consumables. Honestly, there are lots of kind of useful items here, though. So there are some I don't really want to sell. Those I think I actually bought specially at some point. Okay, espressos. Technically, I could need... There's one place in the game where those are useful. But I'm just going to assume probably won't ever need to use those. This I have no real need. There are other things that up your stats for periods of time if I'm ever testing a bug with them. There are other ways I can do that. These, I think you need to tame something. I may have already tamed that. I don't remember. On keyboards, keeping those around because it's cool to be in band. It's just random. When everyone randomly gets the various items on. I bought these ages ago for trying to hardcore LU Butterscorch. I bought a ton of those. Never ended up using them. Never ended up being the right decision at any particular point in time to use them. So, get rid of those fairly happily. Got these. 6 imagination, given I've got ones that restore more. Worth it. I rarely use shielding potions. Again, they are really good, but especially in hardcore LU, but not outside of it. Honestly, I rarely have enough quick heal items there. So, healing apples actually should keep on me. More notion potions, can get rid of those. The thirst quenchers are actually, in theory, they have their use cases, so I'll keep those on me. Bubble blower. Cool item, won't use it. These, let's just see what it looks like when I use one. That looks honestly pretty useless. I mean, the team disbanded at some point. 120-second speed boost. Bit from there. Hiccup tablets, literally no point in everlasting hiccup tablets. I apologise that literally all you're going to watch is my inventory management. This is a cool... Oh. How is the bag of glitter only sold for 3? Should definitely sell for more. Like Armor Gleam sells for... Oh, that's got to be an accident. And sells for that little. Padded Talk of Healing, honestly. Not bad as an item. Gonna move that up. Oh, apologies for the ping. I've really got to just remember to, mute Discord when I start recording a video. Recording a video. Oh, I've just got an offer on the Batlord set, which is 150k for all of it. Not all of it. All of the items the person was selling, which is shirt, staff, and pants, which I don't want to go for just yet. Let's see whether or not this is working yet. Because I know previously that wasn't blocking damage. If it does, that could be interesting. Stinky fish. Okay. Aside from the monkey Infinite Valley, that's useless. The good old battle croissants. I want to spray, I want to sell, but can't. And we're nearly there. Nearly through all the junk in my inventory. And then I've just got to reorder it, which is painful. Nearly there. Why do I still have this? Is it interesting? No. Goodbye. Those are just nice and easy to pick up if I ever do need them. Shock fruit are really nice. They're a good thing to have access to. Okay, I can get rid of lots of the stuff here. I'm not going to get rid of all of the power-ups, but might as well get rid of some of them. Massive firecrackers I really don't need because I've got the big one. I don't think they deal any more damage. Okay, so now I've just got to reorganize everything all the way up to the top. Oh my. Saints. How might I do that? Just move literally everything further up. How did I not already sell those? I just somehow just missed them. Just cool. I think I literally got that for racing at one point just because I thought it would look cool. Wow, there are lots of things that I should have sold but still didn't. But finally, this is looking a lot cleaner. I could. Yeah, this is vaguely stupid as video content now. Do we think boom trap kits work? I haven't tested them in ages. And computer running out of power significantly, so that's not tested boom trap kits in ages. Let's give this a go. I'm assuming they probably haven't been implemented, if I had to guess, but yeah. Ooh, what's that lag spike? And random character rendering issues. Odd. So where did I? Oh, that's why I didn't have man. Okay. Realistically, I can get more of those if I need them, so it's not worth keeping them on me for now. The boom trap kits, that is. Where were they? Okay. So now it's just a question of sorting my life out. Since it always... I guess I can still get rid of those, and don't actually need this armor polish. Given how much of the armor brush things I have. Okay. Oh, I don't want to I don't want to deal with this, if I'm honest. I flashbulb I also can probably get rid of. Let's just see. Okay, so down to this is everything I might. So like from here to here is everything I might realistically use in a fight. Stuff further down is what I'm less likely to use. I somehow didn't notice that still. It's amazing how much I can make from literally just finally clearing out my inventory. Okay. So it's up to here. Okay. I need to just in general in future have a funky horn nearer to hand. Because there have been times when I've wanted to play that funky horn and have not had it available. Very, very sad. Okay, do we have a couple of musical items? We've got, oh, the property scanner. So okay, cool. Property scanner's a really nice item. I like that. Realistically, there are a few places I could need notion potions for. And they're similar ones to this, which I can need that. And notion potions are likely to actually be more urgent. Let's do that, yeah. That's somewhat reasonable. It's a layout, okay. Turban of Healing, or Toke of Healing, rather. I don't think I'm likely to have or to use that practically much. There are circumstances where it's helpful, but I don't think it's that useful. And then I've literally just got to move all of this about. I have absolutely no reason to ever use a quick score ever again. Health, honestly, I kind of rarely use. There are times I might regret getting rid of that though, so let's drop that. Here, and then move this down because this is just kind of miscellaneous gear at the moment. And then I can move these guys up here. Saying I should not put spring shoes there just yet. All of these to move. Should be there. Action tokens. You may be able to see at this stage that I have absolutely no idea where I'm putting anything. Or at least absolutely no consistent idea as to where I'm putting things. Red Imaginite I can get rid of. I don't ever use that. Don't ever use LU's Gambling Candy. Most to least. And I absolutely missed out the pink gems. Moisture infected bricks. Healing cherries. Again, I can get rid of. Don't regularly use those. I do very regularly use those actually, but not in a useful way. This, yeah, I will never use. It's just not very helpful most of the time. Yeah, and then I drop off All of these spring shoes. Why do I still... Are those the 5 from the start of the game? There's a non-zero chance they might be. I think I'm unlikely to use these if I'm actually honest with myself. There are reasons why I might want to use them, but it's not hugely likely. The main reason is just slightly better value for money. If my particular loadout at the moment when I'm using them doesn't have much in the way of imagination. How'd you like that for a just pretty much, not quite, but pretty much solid row of spring shoes? You're kidding me. Great, now I've got to readjust everything. Yeah, let's just... Don't like having that in the middle. I just need to readjust things. It's annoying. It would appear as though I have played myself. I still need to fit one extra one of those in. No. Oh, I don't want to have to propagate this through the whole way. Honestly, there's also kind of no real reason to. Just do that. Okay. You can always sell extra stuff. The 100 faction token bag, which is so stupid. Right, here we are, and then we've just got our quest items. Green Imaginite, and the Exploring Bot shirt for when I decide I want to sell that. There we are, and let's... I could actually start playing with this a little bit more open. So I have access to more items. Could swap this all... No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, okay. Let's call. Honestly, no, I think we're doing fairly well with it. I think this is a pretty decent... This might be slightly larger backpack than I had before, but I think this is a pretty decent loadout. There we are. So, I have finally sorted out my inventory. That took absolutely ages. But, yeah, far longer. It took me far longer to get around to do it than to actually do it. So, you know, live with that. And best item in the game. It does not want to be registered as in my inventory slot for whatever reason. What happens if I try and put something else in there? Also doesn't register. Okay, probably weird visual glitch for the moment. Should get fixed when I go into the next world. So I guess I should give things a try using. I should give the Scythe of Quakes a try. Should take a look at that. So when I say should give Scythe of Quakes a try, why am I here? I should take a look at who's this. So, oh, okay. No, oh no, no, not moving more items around. Collectible though, so I do want to keep that. And speaking of moving more items around, I thought I was doing so well. Wait, did I already have ultra bags? Oh no, okay. Can't be bothered to order those. Right, that's all sorted out, and now I just need to fill the holes. I honestly just want to put, yeah, I'm just putting it back. Because actually, realistically, that is something I could use. It's not necessarily something I'm likely to use, but I'm more likely to use it if it's in my inventory than if it's not. So, but yeah, what I want to test with Scythe for Quakes is basically there are some bugs. I know at the moment there's a bug, and it's at least partially server-side. I don't know exactly how it works. Let's just see what we've got here. Nothing particularly interesting. Which one is it? Yeah, okay, that's the one which is really OP at short range, but it still requires imagination to fire, and it's, I don't know, I think it's a little bit meh. So that's, oh, there's a mission. This might actually be. There is one. I do want to at some point get the. There we are. We have finally reached over 200 spring shoes. To demonstrate. There we are, 209 of the best items in the game. And that's still not highlighting. Yes! Yes! Are the best items in the game. Wait a second, who am I buying it from? Absolutely no idea who you are. So yeah, there are still large tracks of the quest chain I have not completed. Yeah, well, whoever you were, you probably weren't here. Let's go back through to the other side, but the other side, unless Satoru Hato, or whatever it was, Sutoro Hato, is the person who sells my faction gear. Ah, they are. Okay, that's cool. What is this? Don't know what I was thinking that. Anyway, the box disguises. So these actually do have something interesting to them as well. Okay, cool. So I honestly don't know what this is. How much? Oh, okay. Looks like we're relogging then. And now things are going to lag out for a bit whilst I do relog. Cool. If you would like to load, be amazing. Okay, let's see which of those I did actually buy. Okay, I bought all of them. Cool. So I just need to find something to sell. I'm sure I have models that are worth that much. Yeah, Alright. If that happens again, I'm going to hazard a guess that I know what's going on. Because if it's only occurring when I open my models tab, I know it doesn't. The capitalization probably doesn't matter, but it still annoys me if I get that wrong. Yes. Good. Yeah, okay. So let's see if this happens again when I try and open my models tab. If so, what I think is happening is probably something to do with the UGC server. Or with my boot.cfg at the moment. Because, yeah, the UGC server IP is currently set to localhost, which it shouldn't be, I don't think. Because I think it should be set to something that returns to 404. Yep, okay. It's opening the model tab. And that's presumably because I have created models. For anyone wondering why I'm closing the game every time, that's just an issue of the client I'm using. Which is that it sets the IP back to localhost every single time. Well, that's annoying. So in order to find out what that crate is, I'm going to have to actually get some coins, having just sold everything. Had I just not sold one of them, I would have had like, had I just not bought one more, I wouldn't have had the. I'd have had the extra 1,000, but it's like not. It looks like. Oh, I should try. Okay, for the sake of debugging, I did update boot.cfg. I think I'm still actually going to have the same issue, but I should try again. Just... Did I make it to sell all of those before I crashed out? There's a non-zero chance that I might have done. So yeah, let's see. I have no idea what would have happened there. But anyway, let's go. For whatever reason, it seems I can only ever paste my password in once. It's like pasting it in removes it from my clipboard. Weird. Okay, we'll see whether or not I we'll see whether or not that actual sell went through. It did. Okay, so as long as I'm quick, I can sell enough stuff to make the money for this. This is so stupid. Let's go. Okay, done. Close models tab. Didn't close it in time. I doubt I could have closed it quickly enough that wouldn't have happened, but that's enough money. I could have just sold a single skyscraper model. But those I used as alternate currency. Back on DLU's testing phases. I kind of want to keep them for that use because they're really good for that. Because there was a point in time where they were just dropping incredibly commonly, and I prefer not to have much money on me at any point in time, rather than saving up to have lots of money, unless I'm trying to buy something very specific. Okay, and with that, I just want to know what this is. I'm assuming it's just going to give me some items when I open it, but yeah, that was completely useless. Oh! Wasn't actually completely useless. Gives you a way of getting faction tokens. I'm not certain if that was there, if that's there in life, or that's just an item someone's added in. I think that might actually just be an item someone added. Oh wait, what do I have to actually do for this mission? Okay, I have bought the disguise. Okay, so I actually need to go into the room. Yeah, so there's something really cool about this crate, which is if I get it up in the database, objects, crate, disguise, Sentinel crate disguise, cool. No, if I get up its skills, explore. That's probably not the best way of going about that. Objects, there we are. Okay, so the skill section in the objects, yeah, it has one of the few unknown attacks in the game. Or a few unknown, basically, ways skills can be equipped. It has... Normally you have, like, 0 through 4 correspond to... 0 through 4, actually? I'm saying that's weird. I'm saying I've got to quickly check this now. I need to find an everlasting item. Everlasting, cool. Okay, so everlasting items, get put onto 4. Wait a second. So is it just... Interesting. I wonder how things know where to go on equip. I need to... Right, so let's find an item that puts everything in each... I'm just realising that I can't actually account. So so the things were 0 through 4, but the final 2 are used for consumables. Which means 0, 1, 2. And then there's no 3. So how is it? So where's the... Okay, so let's find the Batlord Helm. Batlord. Okay, Batlord Helmet, that has an ability, that's the speed boost. So that... Oh! Oh, okay, so they're literally just Castron type use. Okay. So actually, most of them are 0, so in that case I actually don't know what Castron type 2 does then. I need to take a look at that. I can't believe I missed part of that cutscene. I did not know this cutscene was a thing. But also Duke Exeter just being really wholesome and appreciative. Oh, wait a second. Damage combo. I wonder if the reason there's an extra unknown damaged or an extra unknown skill type is that they put that in solely to get that text underneath. Model pack's probably the best for money. Oh, I've already bought those, don't you worry. Or maybe that extra thing is somehow related to the game, like knowing that I'm wearing it from that certain region. I'd have assumed that would just be a script server sides to check something. I don't know. Maybe it is. And I guess I really don't know how that would be implemented even. Look at me being subtle. Why wouldn't you want Johnny Thunder's greatest hits? Why can't you dance to Johnny Thunder's greatest hits? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No. No, that's not Johnny Thunder. Everyone loves Johnny Thunder's greatest hits. I love Johnny Thunder's greatest hits. Go away, Overbuild. Where's it? Okay, that actually felt slightly odd. I should check this. I feel like that stunned me for longer when I landed than I would have expected. So let's just go back. Run the skill tree for it. Interesting. Wait a second. This doesn't have an attack. According to the game. I wonder if that's like technically bind. I wonder if it's doing something like it's binding a new attack to our hands. I'm confused. Because, yeah, I can't find the skill tree for those attacks. Yeah, this was more or less the fastest way. Yeah, I never played far enough through Paradox, I guess. I knew you could get those disguises, though, so maybe I did, but I don't ever remember those cutscenes. Did they canonically discover the Ninjago world? Don't recall that they did. So that reflection is strange. The ground pound feels weird. I don't know if I'm like... It feels as though I'm almost able to trigger it sooner than I would normally be able to. I guess I can test that fairly quickly. I don't think I can normally ground pound cancel from up here. Oh, I can. From roughly the same place. Oh, and at roughly the same place, rather. It's just... That may be identical. I felt like I remained in the air for slightly longer with this. I felt like the falling down was slightly longer, but only by the tiniest of amounts. I doubt there actually is anything there. I think that's probably me just being wrong. Okay, I've wanted to get this pet, so let's go do that. Fastest way to Pet Cove. I don't recall if you can get to Pet Cove from the Lego Club. I suspect you probably can't. Really? And the points where I'd like to be eventually, basically anytime I'm walking somewhere. I also like the fact that I still haven't, on this account, gotten most of the, no, maybe I did. I think I still haven't gotten most of the rank 3 gear, because I don't think because yeah, I'm pretty certain you don't need the rank 3 gear in order to get the Wormholer. I think the only bit of rank 3 gear I ever got on this account was the Sorcerer shoulder pads. I don't know if I even got the Sorcerer staff. Okay, interesting. I didn't realise the boxes changed your run speed. What else do they do? They also give you 2 imagination. Okay, that's somewhat boring. It's just this one final skill. Don't know what it does. Oh, okay. I think there's... Okay, that's kind of funny, I think. So I think behavior... So behavior ID 11860. I should take a look at some of these things. Because... What's that last one? It was something called the Grasshopper last. It's a name. Let's... A skill number 1110. Let's go object skills. Skill ID 1110. Never implemented into the game. It's annoying. Oops. That's interesting. So not implemented apparently. I think I'm reading this right. Really confused about some of these. Neat. So this seems like they're mostly used by objects that were never entered up in the game. Which is confusing me. It almost seems as though this behavior behavior was literally just used for the sake of adding text to stuff. I don't know. That's weird, but I will take a look at that later. Might as well leave this team as well. I don't think anyone's around anymore, and I don't just want to be piggybacking off of them. And my missions aren't going to be of much interest to them. There we are. Oh yeah, might call it here. Thank you all very much for watching. This is just going to be me going through quest chains and missions and stuff. No, let's... Nah, I'm going to call it here because this will just... I mean, not this entire video has been slightly boring. Okay, let's just pick up the mission for Kalessa. Find out where the alien pet is. Because I don't know. I'm pretty certain I never made it this far in Paradox in live. Cool. Okay. Return to Venture Explorer. That's kind of cool. I quite like that, actually. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, with this, I probably will call it a day. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Intro You, and I'll see you around. Bye.